of these do I want to use? They both seem relatively useful. Though I don't have a lantern, it wouldn't exactly be difficult to acquire one. Some level of additional resistance would be helpful eventually, though. Something more defensive as opposed to offensive. Knock knock?
Hello?
Hello. Are you supposed to be in there?
Yeah, I've moved in with Charlotte.
Oh, I see. I want to throw that up on the sign. Do you mind if I
What
speak to you, actually?
yeah, for sure. What's up?
Well, perhaps somewhere private. At least more private than
Uh,
this.
okay.
Any ideas?
Uh, I don't know. I haven't really been out much these past few days.
Oh, that's very reasonable.
Um, I guess wherever works for you.
Wonderful. Hello?
Hello.
I just
Hey, Charlotte.
need to speak to your
Hi.
roommate for a little while.
Oh. All right.
Wonderful. Would you mind following me?
And I
For sure.
got lost.
Perhaps have a bit of a walk and talk.
Sure.
So, you mentioned a brother, yes?
Yeah.
A brother who you say was turned.
Yeah.
Now, I mean no offense by this, but a lot happened on that bridge. Do you mind refreshing my memory a little bit? So many potholes.
Um, well, about a year ago, my brother turned into a vampire. And he proceeded to slaughter our entire flock of sheep, and then he ran off into the woods, never to be seen again, or since.
Right.
And that's about that.
Your brother. Physical description?
Well, kind of looked like me, but taller. His hair was a bit darker and his eyes were more of a blue color before they were red. Um, and he had a proper beard. I've I've never been able to grow facial hair like that.
I see. And his hair was similar to yours in shape, style, just darker?
He kept his longer, a little darker, usually tied in a ponytail rather than my half up mess.
Mm. Would it comfort you to know that I don't believe I've seen him?
Well, I don't know. Why would you have seen him?
Right, I suppose I never explained it to you, did I? Let's continue walking.
Oh, okay.
I assume you wondered about it on that bridge as to why I seem to know so much about vampires, yes? Or at least enough to believe you and to make bold statements, let's call them.
Ye- Yeah, I mean, I think I was pretty out of it on that bridge. I didn't really think of it much in the moment, but I've kind of wondered all along if you, I don't know, knew something more.
I have. I do. See, whether you believe it or not, although I suppose you are one of the people who has the most reason to believe it, I hunt monsters.
Oh,
Now, when I say monsters, I don't mean just vampires. Vampires, werewolves, other supernatural creatures, the occasional human.
oh.
In my book, a monster isn't just a vampire or a werewolf, because, and though this may sound strange to someone whose only true experience with them has been quite... Really, every time I fix this bridge, it gets broken again.
It seems even worse this time.
It does. Perhaps we should stay away from it.
I think that might be a good idea.
Yes. But, a monster is not defined by the creature they are. A monster is defined by the person they are, in my opinion, at least. Vampires and werewolves are not evil creatures that must be purged by the good humans. That's narcissistic, egotistical, arguably a bit more than just rude. That doesn't mean that there are not many vampires and werewolves who choose to be monsters, but many of them choose that because they believe it's what they're supposed to do now. Perhaps your brother was one of those people. Perhaps your brother lost his mind. I cannot say for certain. So,
I don't think he would. I mean, he must have been desperate.
desperate or hurt.
He was injured pretty badly before he turned. It it debilitated him pretty much entirely.
I see.
I don't think he'd ever choose to become a vampire, and I don't think he'd ever choose to be a monster because of it. I think that there's something about vampirism that just it must change you in some way. It must be some kind of compulsion that you just can't ignore. I know my brother. He would never have. I don't know.
Malcolm, I'm very sorry to break it to you, but vampirism does no such thing. It changes you greatly,
that
do
doesn't.
not get me wrong. Physically and mentally to an extent, living forever is something that you really must take in. And the inability to eat human foods for the most part, the necessary blood drinking, the newfound powers, it does change a person, but it doesn't compel you to do violence. It doesn't compel you to be a worse person than you were. I'm not saying your brother did something that makes him a monster. Like I said, especially being turned without wanting it, does do things to you mentally, but not in the compulsion, mind control way, but in the immense hurt way. Being turned into a vampire is not a fun bite. It isn't a bit of a scratch. You die. And then you stand back up. You don't revive, your corpse just keeps moving. It's painful, physically. Your brother, I don't believe he was a bad person. Your brother likely just lashed out because of an immense amount of mental and physical pain he was going through. Hopefully, should I find your brother at any point, he'll be a much kinder person than the last thing you remember. Perhaps I'll be able to return him to you, should you wish.
Yeah, I mean, if I'm being honest, that's kind of the whole reason I'm here. I heard that somewhere in the histories of this place, it was blessed by some greater force, and something here lost somewhere is some way to cure it, to fix them.
Cure. As
Cure.
in, an ability to revert someone from vampirism to humanity.
Yes, that's what I heard. I've honestly been kind of doubting it lately, just with, everything. But I don't know.
Malcolm,
Yeah.
what you have just done is given me more hope for my life than I have felt in the past few weeks here.
Have you also?
No, God forbid. No, I'm very much a human. That doesn't mean I'm not afraid that I won't be for long.
Yeah, I get how that feels.
I've heard similar rumors to an extent that there is some sort of blessing around Ravensmere, but I've heard contradictory rumors as well, that it's demonic. Those who enter will always perish. I've heard
Yeah,
that
I've
ghosts
been hearing the same
roam.
stuff. That nothing really dies here. So do you believe that there's actually a cure out there?
Oh, I've absolutely no idea, frankly. I hope there is. And judging by the magical books that we've been finding around the place, by the way, have this.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, I wouldn't exactly be surprised if such a thing did exist.
Oh.
It would be
I'd kind of given up on
incredible.
it, but
Perhaps we just need to keep
mean,
looking. I mean, think of it this way. Each of these tombs, which was just one just down here, they refresh every morning. new books inside. It's not like there's some Ravensmere janitor or stagehand who keeps walking around filling up the chests each morning. There's something magical about them. So theoretically, if this cure is on paper, then what's stopping it from simply appearing in one of these one morning?
That's a really good point. Well, that's not, but
It's definitely not a cure, but it's
no,
nothing
but
to
it's
sneeze at. It's helpful.
they help. They help.
Yes. Well then, that is not information I was expecting to hear. Well, I'm certainly not complaining.
I guess I'll have to keep I don't know, finding those tombs. They always kind of creep me out, so I tend to, I don't know, avoid them.
Oh, that's fair.
If I go out, but
I'll let you know if I ever find one.
that'd be amazing.
I certainly hope there's either it's just a recipe on paper or there's multiple. If it's just one, that poses a far different question.
Yeah. I've got no idea what it would be like. I hope it's not a painful process, whatever it is.
It probably will be, all things considered.
Ugh.
Probably not as painful as being turned unwillingly, but likely as much as
Yeah,
a willing
he's-
turning, which does hurt. It isn't just as simple a take my blood, oop, now I'm a vampire, you do die. It's painful, but it's not as painful as in the standard sort of unwilling turning, in which case chest or throat usually gets ripped open, but willing
Oh,
turning,
God.
the blood just gets drained, and then you crumple and then stand back up.
Jeez.
It's not a pleasant thing, no.
No, it sounds horrific. I don't know why anyone would.
Like I
Yeah,
said, a
purpose.
willing turning is far nicer. It's the pain in the wrist as the blood gets drained. It's the sort of pressure valve almost sort of pain. And of course the piercing. And it could be the neck, wherever the bite is. And then the lightheadedness, the struggling to think or move until you pass out. And then, like I said, you hit the floor. And then a couple seconds later, you'll stand back up. Dead, but
You
moving.
you really do know a lot about this stuff.
Oh, yes. I can
That's
teach you many things.
That's a lot more detail than I've ever heard. Ugh. I don't like thinking about it.
Oh, no, so you certainly wouldn't want to. Good news, though. Here in Ravensmere, we seem to have more protections than most. Not only do we have the books,
Do we?
but silver.
Oh, I guess that's true. And there seems to be just a naturally growing source of garlic around here. Seems to be native to the area, which is always convenient.
Deeply native.
Now all we need is some holy water.
Malcolm, do I have quite the thing for you?
You're kidding.
It's one of the books.
Are you serious?
It allows you to bless it.
No way.
No, I'm dead serious. Here, take it. Here, have one.
Oh. Thanks. That's... Jeez. I guess that'll come in handy. When. I think I want to get back to town.
Yes, that's more than reasonable. I spent a bit too much time at that cathedral.
Yeah.
But yes, on the way back, I'll teach you a few things. Not only are vampires weak to silver, or at least weaker to silver than most other things, but, and do not tell people about this, wooden stake through the chest, weakened, will kill a vampire. When I say weakened, I do not mean, oh, you've hit them a few times. I mean they must be low on blood, essentially. A vampire is able to, as you've seen with Lizette, sorry, might be a painful memory,
Yeah.
but you've noticed her appearance changing slowly. Eyes turned a bit, the hair went a little whiter, skin slightly paler at first, and then over time
Yeah.
it's gotten
Yeah,
worse, and then at the party, apparently I wasn't there, but it changed dramatically. Fully red, very pale, white hair. That means,
Yeah.
as of right now most likely, she's at her strongest. Over time,
Oh.
like us humans getting hungry, a vampire will get hungry, lose blood in a sense, and things like taking damage or getting into a fight, sprinting, jumping, exercise, physical exertion, or pain will make that go down faster, just like our hunger.
Huh.
So, and trust me, you'll know when a vampire is weakened. You'll feel it physically. It's like being punched. And once you don't feel it anymore, if they're at their strongest, it'll need to happen a few times. Once you feel like they're fully weakened in that sense, and they are damaged physically, you're able to... You think you have a clean shot, and that they don't have the resistance for it. A wooden stake to the heart will do it.
And that'll
Permanently
kill
remove them
them
from this world.
Oh. Jeez. That's a...
Dark topic, yes.
I mean,
And
I guess it's a good thing to know.
it is, but please, Malcolm, I implore you, do not use this information to just kill someone. Even if Lizette has made you feel uncomfortable or unsafe and has made you leave your own home, that isn't worth killing her for, right?
No, I don't think I could ever do that.
Wonderful. Only use this if you believe you're in true danger.
Okay. I'll keep that in mind.
All right. One last thing. Take this.
Oh my God. Did you make this?
Yes, I have quite a bit of silver on me. It was the moment I found this place, and found silver, I knew I'd be wanting as much of it as I could get.
Oh
A
my
large
goodness.
enough amount of silver. Like, the armor we have repels them slightly. Not enough to save us, but enough to make it harder for them to hurt us. Enough to make it so they can't just keep swinging relentlessly and damage us. It'll weaken them slightly. Enough silver concentrated in one place, like in that cube, will be enough to fully weaken any vampire, no matter the strength level, and physically force away those like Lizette at her level, and slightly below as well. Don't ask me why silver does that. As far as I'm aware, nobody really knows. Some say it's blessed by
take that up with the
ancient
scientists.
creatures, but who knows? As far as I'm concerned, as long as it helps. And
yeah, no, that's good stuff to know.
About that silver also, it's brittle to an extent. You won't be able to just place it down, pick it up and use it again. It's not going to be like that. Once you place it down, it's going to either stay there or be gone once it's broken. So use it sparingly.
One-time use.
Very much so, like a stake.
Yeah.
So if you're in danger
from
a vampire, use it. And if it isn't helping you enough, or isn't able to save you, then it's time to bring out the stakes.
Okay. All right.
Remember,
Thank
use
you,
this information
Haley.
sparingly. Of course. I'd much
I
rather help
appreciate
people, inform. And like I said, not all vampires are evil. Lizette... I don't believe Lizette was a vampire before coming here. I think she's lost herself a bit.
Wait, like, was turned after arriving here?
Yes.
By who?
I have my suspicions. I believe it's either Duke or Tawny.
Oh. Wait. What? Duke or Tawny?
Yes.
But they don't seem like vampires.
Nobody does.
But I mean... Oh. Jeez.
I have more suspicion on it being Duke than anyone else. Tawny's a candidate. I believe Tawny's most certainly a vampire, but I have reason to believe
don't think
Duke
Tawny's
is
a
doing the
vampire.
turnings. Oh, well, you don't need to believe me. I'm fine with that, but Duke, on the other hand, I implore you to believe me on that one.
Okay.
There is danger.
I'll keep my distance, I guess.
Don't make us suspicious, but just keep it in mind.
Okay. All right.
Suppose were you there at the start of the party?
Yeah, I was there for pretty much the whole thing. I only stepped away when the argument started, and then I came back.
I suppose my comments near the beginning makes a lot more sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Nobody's home.
Just making it official.
Oh, one more thing. Vampires cannot enter your home unless you allow them to. But understand that goes for any point. Let's say if Charlotte were to be turned, they'll be able to just come in whenever they want. Anyone else who's been allowed into this building, same goes for them. You can revoke it at any time, just make sure you tell them that. You can't just say it into the void and say, I revoke this person's entry. You have to make sure they're aware.
Okay.
Wonderful.
All right. Thank you.
You too. Excuse me. Rosenwood. Hello, yes. Do you mind if I have a sit-down conversation with you? Might be a longer talk than usual, but I believe someone like you would be willing to at least hear all of the details.
Sure. Would you like to go to my lab?
Certainly, if you'll allow
in the
me.
middle of town? Yes, of course. Anyone's allowed to come to my lab.
I see.
Have you seen it yet? I don't believe you have.
I don't believe I
At least
have, no.
showing you. Something odd did happen, though, at my lab, it seems. I used to have a gray flower from the dead wood, and it's strangely gone now. I was planning to study it today, but it's just gone.
I see. I'm not a botanist myself. I've no idea why that would happen.
yes, I'm hoping perhaps an animal came along and ate it. Ender was guessing that it was probably something that attracted uh, some sort of nighttime pollinator, but it's just gone now.
I can see that.
All right.
Well, I wanted to have a conversation with you about the tower.
The tower?
Yes, and Lizette.
Ah, yes. Like our conversation there?
Somewhat, yes. Now, I understand you don't believe in vampires, and that's reasonable. I believe you to be a reasonable person. And I'm not trying to convince you or say that you're wrong, but I want to share the facts I believe I have with you, and I want to hear your reasons and facts that you believe you have, so that it can all be on the table for each other. Does that make sense? I want to have a reasonable discussion
Yes,
about it all.
I do believe, like, I would like that sort of discussion as well. I have heard of, like, many illnesses colloquially being referred to as vampirism.
Oh, yes, there are
And I
many.
mean, if we're talking vampires, I don't, I'd need to know what we are exactly talking about in the first place, you know?
The quote-unquote mythological creatures
Yes.
suck blood, turn into bats, can go invisible, cause storms, etc.
Hmm. Well, it's just well, like I said, I'd be willing to believe in vampires if we're using the term colloquially, but the thing is, it, there's so many myths and so many rules we could go by. I need to know what exactly version we're talking about here.
I can tell you that.
Well,
At least I believe I can.
all right. Well, I'm willing to listen.
A someone who was once human, who has been killed or is dead in one way or another, has been given life anew via the blood of a vampire of the same sort. And don't ask me how the cycle started, nobody knows. Chicken and egg sort of deal, perhaps it was evolutionary.
Yes. Well,
And
most diseases kind of start that way anyways.
that's true. And then once the person is standing again, unalive but standing. I don't mean unalive as a fancy way to get around the term dead. They are undead in a sense. They've died and then come back to something that isn't quite life. They have newfound powers. Mainly, at first, the ability to turn into a bat. Slight strength at night. Perhaps some additional speed. And then, once they drink some blood, they'll feel a lot better. And then once they drink some more blood, and it doesn't need to be human, but humans are easy. They'll gain more powers, like the ability to magically force themselves forward like a lunge. The ability to turn invisible, teleport on occasion. They'll be able to see in the dark as well after their first turning, I forgot. And eventually they'll be able to call storms as well, in small areas, not worldwide or even citywide, but in a concentrated area. They'll be
Curious.
faster, stronger, their hair will turn a stark white, their eyes will turn a deep red, generally, and their skin will go far paler, not too different to albinism in a sense.
I do have a question.
Go ahead.
I mean, some of this is far-fetched, and
Hard to
I'm
believe,
struggling with that
yes.
part. Yes. But I have heard of a condition in this area. It's actually why I came here in the first place. Um, the white hair. Does this condition wipe out other ailments? Like, if you have a disease already and you get it, uh, are you free from it afterwards? A cure of sorts?
Most of the time. I've heard of some diseases that stick around, but they're very rare, far and few between. But
I
most
see.
things, yes.
That's what I heard of. That when there was a plague here, this town in particular, Ravensmere, managed to survive it because there was a different sort of plague going on. Turned people's hair white.
Interesting.
But that's all I'd heard. I wanted to come here to see if I could reverse engineer it in a way.
Well, I can tell you that should your disease be different to the vampirism I'm aware of, then I'd love to hear more about it. And should it be the same, then I believe I can teach you how to reverse engineer it. It's just going to
I
require some
see.
death.
Ah, yes,
Like I said,
that's the not part,
it's the
I
not fun
suppose.
part, yes.
Okay, well, it will take some studying for me to understand it.
Oh, certainly.
I grasp we likely obviously this all seems quite fantastical, but everything's fantastical and mythological until you understand it.
Exactly. Magic is just science we don't understand.
Yes. Ah, I think we have a similar view on the world
Oh, I
then.
believe so, yes.
I was originally worried you were just believing in it for the
Some
sake of
raving
believing in it.
lunatic.
Yes, there has been a lot of spouting of magic even by my fellow scientists here, and I can't
It's...
get behind that.
Oh, yes, I agree. Like I said, magic is just science we don't understand. I hope one day that we can categorize something as magic scientifically. We'll have enough understanding of it all to be like, this is magic, and you'd learn it in science class at school, just like how you learn biology, physics, chemistry.
Well,
You'll have a half semester on magic, and then you can go into study it as a major.
I feel like we wouldn't even call it magic at all at that
Well,
point.
probably not, but
It'd
I
be
don't know what word it'd
extra
be.
things added to biology and chemistry and stuff like that.
I suppose. Although I suppose I'd be more interested in finding out how things like these tomes would fit, these books.
It is rather curious. I've been kind of staying away from them because I was told I was told to stop touching them.
Who told you that, might I ask?
Uh, Gray and Juke and
Duke.
a lot of people kind of all at once, but mostly
Right.
those two. Which
Gray,
I
I'm
don't
not so
100% take what
sure.
they say seriously. They get a little too into things.
They certainly do. And also, about Duke. I wouldn't approach them about it, but I do believe they are subject to vampirism, like Lizette.
If we are using the term vampirism for what is affecting Lizette, I can agree with you that I am seeing the signs and symptoms upon Juke as well. Juke's eyes are now red.
Red, yes.
I've only just earlier, before the sunset, saw underneath Juke's glasses. I haven't stood that close to them yet, so. But yes, the eyes are red now.
Yes. It is concerning in a few ways. Vampires aren't evil creatures by any means. They're people like me and you. It's your actions that can make you a bad person. Though I do believe Duke might fall into that category.
Well, Juke's been awfully kind to me thus far.
Kindness does not mean they're
noticed
a good person.
anything other than the strict anti-beacon sentiment.
Which
and
I wanted to
freaking out.
Delve into the beacons a little bit. You recall how at the tower I mentioned that as we're aware, they're making us stronger somehow.
Yes.
And I have reason to believe that they're likely making the vampires weaker.
Yes, that's what Lizette said when Raina and I were talking to her before you came. She was talking about how when they're red, she is stronger, and when they're orange, she is weaker.
Right.
And it's vice versa for us.
In my eyes, I believe we should find a neutral ground, right? If we don't want to be weakening people.
Yes. when Duke and Gray were freaking out about like the beacons possibly causing problems, I said perhaps it would be best if we tried to keep them all at beige, but that didn't really
I
go
don't.
anywhere.
I think that wouldn't be a bad idea if we can keep them fully neutral like that. But think about it this way: we know Duke is a vampire. Duke doesn't. Duke has beacon issues, yes, but how do I say this? I think I have reason to believe that Duke is the person who turned Lizette into a vampire.
Oh.
And
What
as
leads you
mentioned,
to
that
believe
isn't a
that?
fun process.
Yes, if it's anything like, well, two similar conditions I have dealt with in the past is tuberculosis and rabies. If it's anything like those two conditions, which are awful to go through, um, before turning into a vampire, I suppose we're saying here, um, I can't imagine it's a good process.
Well, there's two types really: a willing turning and an unwilling turning. A willing turning tends to be a vampire will take your wrist or neck or whatever you're willing to allow them to bite, and they will, through biology, because their teeth have a certain, it has a small hole in them that allows them to actually suck blood out through the fangs. They will drain you of blood until you die, and through that bite, their own blood will be transferred just enough to turn you. And that is a painful process. The bite obviously hurts, but also just the pressure and blood loss, and you'll start to lose feeling and thought, and you'll definitely pass out and hit the ground before you wake back up. But that's the nice kind. Then there's the unwilling turning, which usually involves a lot more claws and ripping at skin and flesh.
I can't imagine.
And the first day we were healed, the first few, I don't fully recall. Lizette came back from being lost in the woods with just Duke, and she was incredibly panicked. And not long after that, the signs of her being a vampire began.
I see.
So tell me, what would possibly happen in the woods when a human who, and I mean no offense to her, seemed rather skittish and nervous, is alone with a vampire?
Oh,
Probably something not too dissimilar to that.
yes. I see. It's. I shall consider it further. Perhaps I seem to have good relations with Lizette. Perhaps I could ask her.
If you're able to get that sort of information out of her, not only would I be impressed with your relationship with her, it's an immense friendship to have after such little time here, but I'd be grateful to learn that knowledge.
You'd be surprised how much being the local healer and doing favors for everybody will get you.
That does make sense.
I mean, some people won't even let me like leave the town walls at night. It's the whole thing. I
It
went to
can
the
be
Deadwood for the
dangerous,
first
but
time just now
really,
because, like, yeah, generally people advise me not to go in there, not to leave at night, things like that. And I don't know what I've done to get people to be so protective of me. I don't even know if it's that. I don't know.
not exactly
I haven't
sure.
even gone mining, and I've been given all of this armor.
Hmm. Well, is there anywhere you'd like to go? I know this place fairly well. I can take you somewhere.
Well, I generally know where everything is. I was just at the Deadwood now, um, because yeah, the Gray
The
Blossom is
flower,
just
yes.
gone. But there wasn't a single one in the forest that I could find, at least. I was thinking of asking Hal because they had one, like a second one.
Hmm.
So, but at this point, like, I don't need to go anywhere unless there's somewhere else that would have the Gray Blossom. I wanted to study it next because I feel like I've thoroughly understand this Black Rose now, but that was my other unknown,
Hmm.
and it's gone.
I no, I don't believe I do. Perhaps I'll ask around at some point if anyone's seen any elsewhere.
Yes, well, thank you. Also, if you do have any greenery that can go in pots that I do not have, uh, please let me know.
None that I'm aware
I
of.
think I've got most of it.
I believe you do, yes. As like I said, there isn't anything here that I'm seeing or that I'm not seeing that I feel like I have seen. Though I haven't
Well,
exactly been looking out for greenery.
yes, I can't imagine most people would. But yes, I will see who I can communicate with. I like to broach things with communication, keep the doors open for everybody, even in these tense times.
Oh, yeah.
So, and I'll report to you because I sense it is a bit more difficult for you to get this information from people.
Yes. I haven't exactly made myself the town favourite.
No, not by a long shot. But, I mean, if I can get yelled at and told that I'm starting a cult and then be forgiven within the day, I think I can talk to about just anyone in this town,
Sounds like
especially
it.
you.
I do hope people are willing to come around on me. I understand what I said at the party to most people was rather rude, but
Yes. I feel I don't necessarily feel you need to change how you speak to people, but perhaps a perspective change might help. You seem to come at things of uh, not giving the benefit of the doubt, which obviously, depending on the situation, you need to take course action, but sometimes it helps to just sit and observe.
sometimes it helps. Other
I
times it
mean,
gets
I
people
also disagree
killed.
with the mayor thing. The mayor thing was a bit much. I didn't even know
Yes.
it was about Rabbit. I'll be
Wait.
real.
Oh, yes, that's right.
That was quite an alarm to me. But I was going to wait until everybody said their piece, and then I was going to say, let's maybe do an organization instead of a mayor.
My
Just makes a
problem
bit more
with
sense.
the mayor thing was also just that it was suggested, and then everyone jumped on, like, yes, let's do this. And it's like, did anyone think about it? It was like 3 seconds before everyone was just suddenly agreeing
Yes.
to put someone in a position of power over the entire town. When, like I
Yeah.
said,
Well,
most people here don't really know each other particularly well.
at this point, I have a base knowledge on everybody here.
I agree, but
But for me, I think we are too small to be having a governmental
oh,
system.
certainly, we're too small. We're not a society. We're not a real town. There's 14 people, and like I said, I don't think any of us are. I don't think any of us should be put in that position, but I also don't think any of us are ready for that sort of thing. Being a
Yes.
leader in that sense, not just in the political way, but obviously we're not having political relations with anyone. We're trapped here. But just being
Yes.
in charge of every other person here, having every single decision needing to be run by you. Someone wants to change their windows, that has to come to you. Someone wants to plant a new garden, that has to come to you. Someone wants to put up a fence, that has to come to you. Someone wants to do this or that, or talk to this person about this thing, they have to come to you about it. It is immense pressure, and if you say no, people aren't going to exactly like you, but then you have to say yes to everything, and then you don't hold any power, and people stop running things by you, and then mayor's a useless role.
Yes, I do believe that's why like a collective organization of sorts would be much better. If I
Certainly.
had been given a moment to speak in that party, perhaps, well, not perhaps, I would have stated that, but everything just went downhill so fast.
Yes.
I didn't get a word in edgewise.
I mean, when I tried to speak, I understand it may not have come across the nicest initially, but half the party immediately jumped on me. I wouldn't have been
Well,
allowed to
people don't
suggest
often
something.
enjoy being insulted to their face.
Well, that's true. It's still just... They could have at least taken a moment to go, alright, that was a bit far, but why do you think this, instead of literally half of the table practically leaping out of their seats to say that I'm just a negative Nancy who's snarky and rude and brings nothing?
Yeah, I
Before I'd
generally
even...
believe we can have much better discussion without ever insulting each other, or when you are confronted with somebody else insulting them in response. I don't see the point in all of that.
No, I agree. I got heated.
Yes, well, that's what I'm saying. I think you got heated, and then everybody else got heated in response, but everything could have toned down if, well, if you didn't get heated in the first place, or if they didn't even respond in that way either.
Yes.
I mean, everybody's a little bit at fault in that situation, but yes, just generally, everything would be much better if we could calmly speak, but I know I have a specific kind of personality for that.
Fair enough. Yes.
I can understand that the way I am able to regulate is quite rare, I suppose.
It's an impressive skill.
Yes. Especially everybody keeps trying to scare me today.
Why?
I don't know. I think they think it's funny.
Hmm.
I was followed out to my lab earlier today,
One
and
moment.
3 people tried to scare me with skulls.
We have a witness, let's call them. Not exactly well hidden.
Hello? Hello.
Hello.
Well, that was rather curious.
Yes, yes it
response.
was.
I am worried she might have been the one to steal the flower. She was quite entranced with it earlier.
You think the criminal came back to the scene of the crime?
Don't know. I'm willing to assume it was an animal for now, but
Yes.
that response was questionable because we weren't even really talking about anything that would be scared to be caught about.
No. Curious.
Curious. Keep that in mind. I
Yes.
suppose.
Well, I ought to head back. It's getting a bit late.
Yes, I agree.
I want to say thank you for letting me come to your lab. I didn't know it was over there. I'll probably
Yes.
visit again
Well,
at some
we put
point
it
when I know
there
you're researching.
so it's yeah, we put it there so it's close to the border as well, so we can study that. But
How
there's
is
not
that
much to
going?
gauge from it other than smashing my face against it every once in a while. I mean, when we got that really nice feeling, like a while ago,
Yes.
it just like felt really good. Ender and I went and ran up to it, still there. When that feeling left,
Yes.
still there.
I did the same
Animals
thing.
can go through it though.
Which is strange.
Yes. We did a sheep test. We pushed a sheep through. They can go through the border just fine. I'm not sure what it's about. Malcolm was talking something about like animals not having souls. I'm not really the religious type, so I can understand that as perhaps being a psychological factor impacting us, though.
Yes. That would make some level of... She seems to be fine.
Yes. I was gonna check on her, but she seems okay.
Yes.
She's just standing there.
Yes. But yes, the border is a strange thing. A psychological impact would make sense in the sense that we have perceived, because it can't just be fully psychological. There has to be some physical barrier there, because I know I found it before Erebus said anything. So there
Well,
has to be some sort of
my-
initial thing preventing us specifically, but then from there, perhaps it's psychological.
My thought process was perhaps there might be something here that is affecting our health, and so we can feel that. Like, do you know the concept of sundowning?
I don't believe I do.
So some people, when they're gravely, gravely ill, they get a lot of energy the day before they die. Like they feel great, they feel like they're better,
Oh.
and then the next day they're dead. We colloquially call that sundowning. But there's also the reverse thing where often when people are having, say, heart attacks or perhaps they're going into heart failure and they didn't know that that was a condition they had, they will often feel an over-consuming sense of dread. I feel like there must be something like that affecting us because that's what I feel every once in a while while we're here. And that thing is both like keeping us healthy, but also like tying us here. And when we try to leave, we feel that dread and psychologically are tied to this area because we feel like we'll just die if we leave, sort of thing. That's my running theory.
How interesting.
I think something with mold spores, mushroom spores, something to that effect could cause such a reaction, but I have yet to find something here that would do that. The mushrooms here aren't poisonous.
No, my one
So-
thing is I do believe it's tied to the beacons.
Perhaps.
Because the
That's
barrier...
true. I was thinking the beacons were affected by like hormonal compositions in our sweat when we lean against it. So perhaps it's a combination of the two. Something with the beacons is causing this effect in our bodies.
I do believe it's the beacons, because when the beacons change, we get stronger or weaker. But also, the barrier only seemed to come up once we turned the first beacon. It was
Yes.
fine before that, and the moment it comes up, not only do we feel that wondrous like strength, but there was also a bit of a spine chill, and
Yes.
obviously we couldn't leave after that. But then once they were all turned, that particularly wondrous strength, it did feel weaker. I could get a little bit further, not much, but a bit.
It's true too. The beacons, they emit a sort of dusting in the air. Perhaps we've breathed it in after activating it.
Perhaps, yes.
It'll take much studying. I don't think we're going to understand it just speculating at this point.
Oh, certainly not.
But it's good theories to work off of, I suppose.
Oh, yes, very much so. Well,
it's already day.
It is.
We were trying to make it back in town, back into town before it was too dark. But oh well.
At least we're back.
Ooh, that was a question, actually.
Yes.
So vampirism often overlaps, right, with diseases like rabies and tuberculosis and other things.
Yes.
Colloquially, it can be called that. Oftentimes, patients with rabies are adverse to sunlight as well as to strong flavors and tastes. Would garlic perhaps be an effect for these vampires in a similar way?
Yes.
Like, is that part true in our understanding?
They're also adverse to silver. I guarantee if I ran up to Lizette right now and threw down a block of silver, she'd go flying. I
see.
Silver, garlic, and the sun, yes.
Well, that's good to know. I just thought of it because we passed this garlic plant here.
Ah, that makes sense.
Oh, I already had so much garlic in my pocket.
Yes, I have some as well.
I forgot Ender had dumped a bunch in the chest at the lab, and I cleaned out that chest earlier.
I see. Well, suppose back in we should go.
Yes. Good conversation.
Oh, fully agreed. I'm glad you're able to hear me out on all of that.
Yes. If there's one thing I will do, it's hear people out.
Yes. Hello, Miss Rosestone.
Haley.
Perhaps we should have a conversation somewhere.
I don't think now's a good time for me.
Right. Well, let me know what it
Um,
is.
Yeah.
Incredible job there.
Oh my, what is... Oh, hello.
Nothing. Creeper exploded grey. Not
Okay.
fully.
Ender, are you here?
Do you want to be?
Yes? Hello, Gray? Hi. Sure. What do you wish to test?
Well, it's more so of a thing that I think I don't really know what to do with it.
Oh.
I snorted a book. With me and Charlotte found one, and now I can
Oh, right.
bless water.
Oh.
I don't really know what it does.
Take one of these then.
Oh, I
Oh,
already
hand
did
it back then.
There you go. You can have it back.
That's all right.
Appreciate the helpfulness though, but I don't really know what to do with it.
I hesitate to think of what... Well, when you say you blessed it, how do you mean? Do you...
I grabbed
how have
water
you done
from the
this?
fountain,
All right.
said some words, and now it's holy.
And you know this how precisely?
Well, do you want me to throw it at you?
That'd be a
Not
terrible waste.
particularly.
Yeah. I don't.
For all I know,
That's part
Gray.
of the science.
For all I
That's
know,
not
Gray,
how
and
science
do
works.
forgive me for this read upon your character, you could have just fattened that bottle and and started claiming it's holy. I don't.
do understand
We are
why
just
you'd
beginning
believe
to.
that.
We are just beginning to talk. This could be the beginnings of a slight against me.
It's not.
I would think you're not that kind of
Wouldn't be
person,
the
but
first.
What if I give you books?
How exactly is that a worthwhile trade?
It's just of a proof of existence.
If you would wish to sort of test this, I would imagine perhaps against the undead, as they are often in scripture written about as unholy beings of the netherworld. So I would imagine that whatever you
Yeah.
have would affect them. Have you tested this already?
No, it's been daytime the whole time, so I just have the one, and I can't make another one. So I'm a bit. The book says I can't make another one. It's what the book says, and I don't know enough about books, man.
Evidently.
Well, I know enough about books, but I don't know enough about these books.
And as much as I would love to read the book, it appears to be in some archaic language that even I cannot understand. It's not as if I study antiquities and the origins of different languages, so...
Yeah, I wondered if you had read anything. I was also wondering if you know where the quarry is.
I do, in fact. Would you like me to lead you there?
Yes, if you don't mind.
Before you leave, the book
Yes?
and the water. I have the same book, I have the same power, that's why I have the same water.
Okay.
Suppose I didn't show you that, did I? All it does and all it's for, it won't work on the undead. Whilst they aren't exactly holy creatures, it wouldn't affect them. Nothing to affect there. It doesn't burn them. What it does is it would prevent them from using any of their powers. If they had any.
Okay.
Should you come across anything that puts you in danger, that feels unholy, that has powers, douse it. Doesn't mean
Okay.
willy-nilly throw it at people you think could hurt you. Things you truly believe are unholy and things that are putting you directly, immediately in danger.
Okay.
You two are going to the quarry?
Indeed.
Yes.
Do you wish to come along?
If I'm allowed, yes. I'd quite like that.
Sure.
I just need coal and silver, and that seems like a place to go because it's a quarry.
You'll find that there, yes.
Sorry, I'm just running the trail in my head. I'm just trying to remember. I think I have it. Yes. This way perhaps.
Okay.
Yes. Hello. There's a pale forest several blocks, several miles this way, and to the south of it there is further pale forest, and then it's this pale forest, then the red forest, and then the next pale forest, which contains the quarry.
I believe the correct... I believe we need to go slightly more leftish.
This way?
Slightly more leftish. So this path should be good for the moment. And
I
we
think-
need to veer a little bit this way.
think I've
Granted,
seen-
I've only been there once.
Take a mid-ground.
So my memory of directions to this place will be hazy at best.
The path will likely lead us close enough, if not directly there.
Indeed. Hello. This will lead us to a lake that Hal said has some clay, which I have for some pots in our house, Haley.
Oh, wonderful. What do you plan on putting in them?
Alliums, likely. I'm quite fond of alliums.
Oh. I'm not exactly a botanist myself, but I'm sure they seem quite nice.
I don't feel like going under
that
the
way
water.
might be faster.
I don't know. I'm following you both in a different
I don't recall
direction.
entirely myself. I know I want to do more experiments with. I should gather some of these for Teddy as well. And I want to do some experiments with the blue orchids, and those are fairly hard to come by.
I think there's a decent view over on this side of the forest specifically. Or, well, there's some
You're
more
right.
over there. I
You
don't
are
think I've paid
correct.
much attention to the vegetation.
Oh, well. Never mind.
Oh, a tower.
Have you been to the tower?
No, I
Um,
haven't.
Once.
Trying to recall.
The quarry is this
Let's
way.
follow the river.
Yes.
There's usually a lot of animals over there.
Perhaps we'll have to visit it at some point, Hunter. Gray, I must say it's a bit of a waste of energy to be sprinting. Perhaps you should conserve it.
Yes.
Conserve your resources and food.
This,
Maybe
I
so.
believe, is looking familiar.
Yes.
I think I've gotten lost over here a few times.
Oh, watch out.
Yeah.
I believe it's on this side of the river.
I need to make need a lot of silver. At least a decent bit.
The silver I saw were at the bottom of a lake. Are you all right swimming?
I can swim. Question is can I hold
Alright.
my breath that long? I guess I'll have to find out.
I've been to this tower before.
Part of the reason I'd also asked for your direction is because I would like to extend a more in-depth apology for my own mania that I had gotten caught up in.
I appreciate the sentiment.
Yeah.
This tower. Haley, are we sure it's that way, or I think it's that way?
I've been to this tower too.
Perhaps it is this way.
I think it's just past that crypt. I think it's just maybe. Oh.
No,
I
not
don't
that
think it's
one.
past the crypt. I think it's in the secondary, further away.
Yes. Now that I think about
Perhaps.
it, it's. I believe I got slightly mixed up. Did we not want to? All right.
I do know it borders a forest.
Maybe this is the right way then. Border.
Oh yes, that way most
Okay.
certainly.
I didn't know if it was
Found
just
another
straight this way or
border.
if it's just the corner. I don't know the shape of the border.
Given how the lines of the border I felt are fairly straight, I imagine some sort of cube or rectangle.
Most likely.
Makes sense. Oh, someone's been over here. I didn't know they went up that high. What's the purpose of that? Running from mobs, maybe.
Perhaps. Vantage point, maybe?
Oh,
Getting
that
lost
too.
in these woods.
They are
Well,
pretty
it's tough to get lost. The path is right here.
Yeah. I've gotten lost a fair few times, but I'm not one for wilderness exploration. Put me in a city and I've got it. Wilderness is not.
Actually, I'll take some time to gather some mushrooms.
Actually, while you're here,
Medicinal.
and I grabbed some for you previously.
Thank you very much. This will be very useful for Teddy and my research. We're doing border research as our main focus, but as we can't think of anything else to do with it, we've been spreading out,
Well,
focusing on medicinal
Teddy,
plants for the time being.
Teddy did come here to study the flora, so was their intent, so I see why they'd want to do it.
I believe this is the path up. Yes.
Huh?
I believe once we crest this hill, we might be able to see it. Let's see. Oh,
another.
no, this is a much bigger force than I thought.
Oh
My-
no! There's another little vantage point thing over there made out of the pale oak wood. If you could see it.
I did not. That's unfortunate.
I think whoever made them was about as lost as us. Oh wait, there it is. Or at least
Yes, the
there's.
second pale oak.
Yeah.
I have to remind myself to not sprint. I don't have much food on me.
Oh. I mean, what do you like?
I've been eating so many carrots. It's Hal's carrots that they have set out for the party. I've been snacking on those. I need to add protein to my diet somewhere. So some sort of steak or pork chop would be nice.
Do you have the capability to cook it?
I do. Oh, actually, these would be good for some small lanterns.
Here, Ender.
Oh, thank you.
I'm not a big fan
No,
of pork myself, so. Pork isn't really one of them. Oh, yeah, that is a lot of silver. I do see that.
And at the bottom of the lake, just as I said.
Yep. In we go.
Really?
Yes.
You seem to know more about my condition than most others.
Mm.
This holy water. Why
Affect
did you take off your
Yes.
jacket?
I was going into the water.
Oh, fair enough. This brings up some interesting moral implications, or the existences of...
Oh, trust me, when it says holy, it doesn't mean some sort of god above or anything like that. It doesn't mean some sort of good being. It's just what humans of the time called it. It's no moral quandary to worry about.
I'll try not to worry about it at the very least.
I promise you. It's alright.
Well, I do have things to attend to. The town is just that away, so...
Yes. Well, on your way, perhaps turn the waterfall beacon, if it hasn't already been. Try and balance it out, make it neutral. The waterfall beacon, if it isn't currently neutral or red, turn it neutral or red. Balance it out.
Okay.
Alright. That's all.
You know where Ender went?
Oh, she said she, had, sorry. I almost tripped on my way up. She says she needed to go check on something back at town. Says that she forgot about something, didn't go into much detail. Perhaps it's private.
Oh. I guess that makes sense. Well, did you get everything you needed?
Yes.
Alright. Back we go?
Yes.
This way?
I believe so.
I think so, yeah. I was hoping to find some coal over here, but... alas.
There are other caves along the way.
Yeah. I was trying to stay out of them. I've spent a decent bit of time in them.
Oh, fair enough.
I've also been smelting charcoal a lot of charcoal.
I see. How far did he run off? Wow, he immediately disappeared. That did not take long at all. Has he noticed I'm not behind him, or... Wherever he is, he probably hasn't, which isn't great. Seeing as I would like to know where he is. Well, alright then.
Three of them.
Teddy has one at their laboratory. We can do actual science now. We can do actual testing. Actually,
man.
could you tell me the conditions under which these were grown? I need to report this back to Teddy so we can hopefully cultivate our own.
They were found around the edge of the court.
Oh, hi, Haley.
Hello.
Yep.
Literally once the grass started growing up on, like, as well as it can grow in that area, there was just three of them right next to each other.
Oh my.
I don't know if that
Oh.
means they grow in clusters or what, but
That might. But from what we've been hypothesizing about these, it wouldn't make sense. Well, I would think these to be more solitary flowers, but I don't know much about flowers in the first place, so I'm gonna bring these back to Teddy. These
yeah.
very interesting. Thank you very much, Gray.
What are
No
we
problem.
talking about?
The weird
These,
flowers.
flowers.
Ah, these,
The-
yes.
I've never seen anything like them, nor has Teddy, and Teddy is the flower expert amongst us, so. I certainly know how to leave a
Fantastic.
conversation. Have a good day.
Hal, are you planning on building?
No need to sprint. You mentioned earlier you're running low on food.
Yes, I've been doing a tad bit of hunting. I'm trying to be very careful about what I do currently.
That's very fair. Sheep somewhere. Oh, right there. Another over here.
Though the hunger gnaws, I
And,
fear. Oh, thank you very much. Fear if I do any more, I might become something more.
well, do be careful should you wish to be.
I'm trying to be. I don't know. I know you keep saying, and one of the other vampires keeps saying that no matter what, it's always me. But I don't know. There's some part of me that doesn't think that. I felt so angry, Haley. being like this has made me feel angrier than I've been in a while. Oh, actually, I could use the leather from the cows if you were able to get any.
Certainly, yes.
There are many books. I wish to add a small study in our house.
That would be nice.
Thank
Still
you very
one
much.
more. Tell me more about this. Oh, tell me more about this anger.
It's been not quite uncontrollable, but hard to hold in, if I were
see.
to really put words to it. I've lashed out against people I shouldn't have lashed out against. Well, maybe I should have. It's
Are you comfortable telling me more about the situation?
when I was turned, I could tell instantly that something about me had changed. Well, everything was brighter. I could feel wounds healing faster than they should have. I could feel them healing in the first place. I had come to the very quick realization that that had meant my research was what I'm a biologist and I have nobody around willing to help me test things, so in absence of that, I have been testing on myself.
I see.
Mhm.
You know, Miss Stonespire, if you ever need a helping hand or a human test subject, you can ask me. I don't mind. I can probably answer half your questions without the need for your additional experiments.
I hesitate to use others. I'm not always the most. I haven't been kind in the past.
It's alright.
I've been rude and antisocial and very unfriendly, we'll say. And I fear if I were to gain that sort of power over someone, I might misuse it. I've seen people change from power.
Oh, I assure you, Miss Stonespire, you'll have no power over me.
You allowing me to even test on you gives me a form of power.
It doesn't, because I'll be allowing you. I'll be saying, I'm alright with whatever you wish to. Not whatever. You'll run it by me first, and I'll say, oh, I'd be quite alright with that. And then we do it. And if at any point I feel like it's going overboard, I'll simply be able to tell you to stop. And if that doesn't work, then I assure you I have means to make you stop. I don't mean that as a threat, I mean that as assurance, because you seem worried about your ability to stop.
It's very hard for me not to consume the meat in my pockets right now. This is my restraint. Hold on. I don't need these, but you will more than I.
Thank you. I will say,
No
Miss
problem.
Stonespire, before your next experiment, come find me, ask me about it first, and perhaps I'll be able to answer it for you before you do any testing.
Well, I do have some questions.
Tell me.
Well, I've been thinking of doing perhaps some garlic tests.
As
I've
in you eating them or
already
someone else?
myself.
It will make you nauseous. Very.
I'm well aware. I've already done that test on
I
myself.
see.
It was unpleasant to say the least.
Yes.
But I noticed that just holding the bulb itself does not seem to affect me. So I was wondering if which parts of the garlic would affect, how strongly. Is it would garlic leaves? Because I'm aware garlic leaves, when cooked, have a garlic taste. Would they affect me? Would the flour?
The flower should.
And
Not sure about the
smell.
leaves.
Oh, and this is the more harmful one. I was considering perhaps making a pressed garlic oil and seeing how that affects wounds.
Poorly, I'd imagine.
I'm aware that it's going to be poorly, but it's better tested than left untested.
Let me think about that for a moment. Because what it is about the garlic is it isn't just, the taste is so repugnant that it makes you nauseous. They biologically, vampiric bodies want to reject it. It's as though it's like swallowing a disease.
Swallowing a disease in what way, would you say?
In the sense that the body wants to reject it and get it out as quick as possible. It fights it. It sends the pain receptors going a little bit. It makes you feel ill.
That sounds more like an allergy, honestly.
Allergy, similar. Sure, it's like swallowing an allergy. Just isn't likely to kill you.
Yes. I would certainly classify it as an irritant.
Behind you.
Oh my. Thank you for the warning.
No problem.
I think we should head back to town. It's dangerous out here.
Yes, that would be a good idea.
Oh, okay. You might want to keep that. It's good bandage material.
I'll be fine, I have enough. So, from where we are...
Got it. Don't worry.
Town is... Oh, there. Path.
There's a path, yep. I want to give it a... Oop! I hate spiders. That's awful.
There you are. Yes, it's unpleasant, to say the least.
Forgive me if this is an invasive question, but you've mentioned that you have someone at home you'd wish to give the honor of turning you to. Is that the girl you mentioned before?
It's a secret.
It's a secret.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. It doesn't have to be. There are other vampires I know. My father, for example.
Your father?
Yes, I suppose I shouldn't have told you that now that I think about it, because I do believe I've mentioned him to you, but that's fine.
No, you haven't. You've mentioned the last name. Oh gosh, what was that last name again?
Holt.
You mentioned a last name to...
Barlow. Count Barlow.
Hello, you two.
Hello.
Hello. How have you two been?
How's it going? Oh, we're fine. There's
Doing
someone
well.
behind you. A zombie behind you.
Oh, where are you two off to?
We're heading to the waterfall.
Oh, I see. Yes, it's correct path. While I have you here,
Yes.
Rabbit,
Yes.
you had a conversation with 3 people at the tower recently?
Yes. I did.
I've been told you were aggressive in tone. Unsure if they've alerted you to that, but I figured I will.
I didn't believe I was aggressive. I think they just took it that way.
Which may or may not be true. I, of course, can't tell. I wasn't there.
I just said facts. What I know.
Your facts may not have been quite as true as you believe, depending on if what I've heard is true.
No. Can't really take back what I said, can I?
No, you can't. Not yet.
Nope.
Either way, you two please continue. I don't mean this in some sort of berating way. I simply figured I'd let you know.
Yes, I've heard plenty from people in town about it.
I see. My apologies.
Yes. Well, be safe on your way back.
Be safe on
You
your
as well.
travels.
They make for quite the odd pairing out here. Well, I suppose they are living together right now.
Yes. Plus, I'd much prefer Elibis as someone competent in combat by his side. Especially seeing as he was mostly unarmored, unless my memory is immediately failing me.
No, he appeared to have armor on him. I don't remember how much, but
I see.
he had some protections, which is
Perhaps
good.
I just wasn't paying enough attention.
There was a sensation I felt a few days ago. A shift in the moon. Do you know anything about that?
A blood moon. Well, I mean, they're all blood moons here, but the type that magnifies it, the true type of blood moon, when the moon is full. It's a dangerous time for humans and a helpful time for vampires. And other creatures.
I mean, I noticed that I was able to jump higher, and I didn't really notice much else.
Oh, it's quite good to know, at least. Oh, good to see the grey made it back in one piece.
What do you think of the mud
What
brick,
have
by
I
the
been
way?
lying
I've
to
been
you
thinking of
about?
switching it out because it's all very same colory. I'm thinking of keeping the top layer wood, but changing this to...
Maybe. It looks a bit ramshackle in my opinion, but it isn't the worst thing, I
Oh, that is
suppose.
true. Stone, maybe, to tie in the roof a bit more?
Perhaps.
I could do stone.
It might be a bit too much, though.
Yes. That's where that went. Lovely. I hope that's not.
Oh, that was quite nice.
Thank you. Might change that up for something else, but it's a little bit of something. I don't know
It's quite
interior
nice.
design.
Yeah, it's fine. I think it's nice. It looks good.
And, I don't have any alliums on me, so blue orchid.
That'll do for now.
Well, it is very dimly lit in here. Oh my.
Yeah, it looks quite nice to me.
I've grown. I'm just gonna say
Oh, quick question actually.
yes.
I take it this is your experiment chamber?
Yes.
I see. That would explain some things.
If you have gone to investigate it, it's not very well decorated. I'm aware.
I've noticed, but it's fine. It's functional.
I also have a small paper production. Actually, I must.
I noticed that, yes.
Wonderful. I'm hoping to decorate even this small area.
Well, that would be quite nice.
Might I use some of the candles that we have for
Certainly.
down here?
I don't see why not. You live here more than I do, frankly.
Is it possible for you to make me a flint and steel so that I might light these?
Do you have any flint?
No, we don't. And also, am I able to? All right, I'm able to touch silver.
You're wearing it. I'd hope you'd be able to touch it.
Forgot about that.
If
I'm
I come
aware that
across any
eventually that will
flint,
be.
then I certainly will let you know.
Thank you.
I'll quickly go do some things, and I'll be back. Knock knock. there you are.
Hello.
Just letting you know I'm back, that's all.
I heard the door downstairs, so.
Fair enough. I noticed a large amount of people are congregating at Duke's house.
I suppose we can investigate.
If you'd be interested.
Wait, is Raina there? I
Me?
think Raina
Hi,
mentioned
Ender.
Ender. I think Raina mentioned liking
There's a
pumpkin
Haley
pie,
over
so
there,
I'm
too.
gonna.
Haley and I had noticed there
Excuse
were
me.
quite
Hello?
the
Yes?
amount of.
What are you doing here?
We were asking a few questions.
Yeah, no, I mean, like, what? You just barged into my house? I mean,
I'm 5 feet through your door, if that.
yeah, I know. I just, you know. I don't think me and you get along very well. Especially after the last time we talked.
I see how it is. And if
I've tried to be nice with you. You have been the one who's hostile. Don't forget that.
Well, if I'm truly disturbing
We
everyone
can
here,
leave.
I suppose we'll make our leave.
No, you're fine, Ender. I just don't want the person who accused me of murder in my house.
Right, I've been meaning to talk to you about this. What's this? I hear about people, you accusing people of murdering me?
No, I don't
Yeah,
believe I've heard of
I just
such
don't
a
want to
thing.
get into it. You. Okay, if you're gonna lie, don't lie in my house. You're gonna stand here, you're gonna look me dead in my face and say that you didn't look at me and say, huh, isn't it quite weird that Tawny and Ender walked into the woods with you and they didn't come out? That's weird. Why'd you come back first? Are you sure nothing happened to them? You straight up went and implied that I had killed them.
I asked what had happened to the 2 people you'd walked into the woods with.
Yeah,
How is that an
who doesn't
implication
do
of
that?
murder?
No, it was how you said it. You were like, you trailed off. You're like, it's weird that Tawny and Ender walked into the woods with you and you came back and they didn't.
It is weird that you came back first. You'd assume a group
Yeah,
of people who
it's
go
not
into the
weird.
woods together would come back together. I wasn't accusing you of anything. I was asking, why are you back first? Where are the other 2? If you know.
I think you underestimate my intelligence
I
for picking
think
up
you
social cues because I guess you can't pick up social cues. You overestimate mines.
I think
I'm not a fool. I'm not an idiot. I don't understand you keep referring to people like that. So don't try to play these games in my face. Don't disrespect me like that.
What I'm
You don't get
learning
to do
about
that.
you, Duke, is that you're a gossip, a liar, and a terrible person who's willing to make up anything to get what they want, because you've done it about the books, you've done it about the circles, you've done it about this. You say whatever it is to make you feel better, to make you seem like the better person. So if you don't want me in your house, that's more than all right, but don't accuse me of something that never happened. Don't accuse me of saying things I didn't say, and don't accuse other people of the same things just to further your agenda. All right?
I'm trying to have a merry old time, and I think you're ruining everything. I think what was wrong with you is that you don't care about anyone here. You have a callous disregard of lights. You don't like anyone here. You just want to leave, which is fine. Everyone does. But don't sit around and pretend like you care and that you're so
Lie about me
happy
one more
and you're so
time,
nice
I
to
dare
everyone.
you!
Hey,
Oh, hey,
whoa, throw hands.
Hey,
please.
let's.
Violence is not needed.
Get out of my house.
Why should I? You don't have any power over me.
Haley, I think we
Get
should
out
go for
before
a
I
walk.
make you.
I think you'll find you're outnumbered.
Haley, come with me, please. I do have some information to share with you that we
I have
discussed earlier.
tried over and over again
No,
to be
you can
nice to you.
stop
I even
talking.
apologized.
I'm more than willing to listen to
I
someone who's
apologized the
reasonable.
first time we talked.
Shut
when we
it.
talked again, don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Help.
I
I
feel
have
as though
something to discuss with you.
it's.
Yes, let's go do that.
So I managed to talk to Lizette.
I see.
She was not attacked by Duke.
Really?
She was already before any of us came here, she said.
How interesting.
Hello. Oh,
Hi.
Yes, Miss Rosestone?
I'm just...
I had plans to talk to Teddy.
Yes.
I'll give you some
Go
time.
ahead. I know. I believe we've
Just give me
spoken
a
all we
moment.
needed to speak.
I have...
Or is
yeah.
there more?
That's all I had to share.
I see. I understand. Thank you, Teddy. Miss Rosestone, given the opportunity, I would like to speak to you as well at some point.
Okay.
I'll be in my home.
Think she's seen us.
Maybe.
Yes, perhaps. Mind if I come in?
Come on in.
Something wrong?
Oh, jeez. You two weren't there, were you?
Oh, something did happen.
No.
We were worried something happened.
It always happened. It always happens. Everything.
Yeah. You want to tell us?
I'm sure if I told you, I'd just get told a liar and a manipulator.
When have I ever called you that?
No, not you two, by everyone else.
No. Why don't anyone else tell us then?
Duke's hosting a party. Did invite me,
Yes.
at least. I don't know about anyone else.
I also was not.
I was told specifically not to invite either of you.
Oh,
And I was
wonderful.
invited directly.
Malcolm was invited
Yes.
right in front of my face. I wouldn't have attended either way, but...
I didn't know it existed. I was simply curious about why there were so many people, because Enda hadn't been invited either, although apparently she was supposed to have been.
I
I open the door, take half a step in, and I've got Duke all up over me, trying to get me out and insulting me wildly. I understand perhaps I wasn't the nicest person at the previous party. Perhaps Duke doesn't like me for things I have said about them, yet they accused me of accusing them of murder. Would you like to hear their reasoning?
Wow.
I don't think it's a...
What?
I don't think it's very good to insult someone who you don't like because they were insulting you. I think that's just hypocrisy.
I'm not sure if you're referring to me or Duke.
Either. Well, Juke was insulting you because you insulted them,
Yes,
which I just think is a cycle that should not continue.
it is.
But what about murder?
Well,
I don't know
Duke
if
said
it's
that
allowed
because I'd gone into their... a couple of days ago, I'd knocked on their door and asked to speak with them. And asked... Because remember, the night before this, or a few nights before, Duke, Tawny, and Ender had walked off into the woods together. And Tawny and Ender had not returned to town throughout the night. You can understand the concern I may have over that. As to Ender is my roommate, and I'm curious as to where she is, what's happening. Not in a controlling way, she's normally at home more than I am, and so you can understand why I'm a little concerned when what was supposed to be a quick 5-minute chat turns into an overnight of some sort. And
That's fair.
Duke returns early, so I go, oh, wonderful, I can ask someone who was there. I walk in, I ask Duke, where are Tawny and Ender? Because last I checked, the three of you went to have a conversation in the woods, and now it's the next morning, and you're back and they're not. So, you know, did you lose them? What happened? Duke, at the time, was quite reasonable about it. Says, we had a small conversation, I returned, they must have stayed. I go, you're absolutely certain? Nothing else? What did you talk about? You know, it's all clear, all right, and then I left. Apparently my tone was so aggressive that I was accusing them of murder.
Everyone here seems to like to jump to conclusions.
Yes, quite so.
Like to accuse people of being aggressive when they're not.
Yes. Or of attacking people when they're not.
I'll be honest about it. I'm not going to hide the rest of the story from you. It doesn't just end there.
Oh.
If I were to hide the story, then I'd be a manipulator and a liar. I refute this, evidently, because why would I simply let someone accuse me of accusing them of murder when I asked where my roommate was after a 5-minute chat turns into an overnight somehow? I get told I'm just lying more, I'm manipulating people around them, that I never be invited, I'm just a rude person. I try and reason again, it gets shot down in a similar way, and more lies are thrown out about me, and so at that point, be honest, I snap a little. I got louder and told Duke, I said, lie about me one more time, I dare you. To no one's surprise, they did. I promptly slapped them. And left.
Oh.
Well, if they want to go around accusing me of lying and manipulating, accusing my roommate of believing that circles aren't real, saying I tell people to snort books and everything along those lines, then yes, I do believe they're deserving of a slap at that point, because they clearly have no manners and they should learn some.
That's fair. I've wanted to slap Raina a few times.
She seems to be less malicious about it, at least. She's just a gossip.
I think Raina's is out of pure naivety.
Whimsy,
I don't think Jukes is.
boredom. Jukes is certainly, in my opinion at least, far more malicious.
Raina called me an animal, so I don't know.
Well, that's something to be discussed with her.
After my first meeting of her, by the way, is when she called me that.
I see.
Yes.
She's certainly something, isn't she?
Well, she's a nice person in my experience. Quick to conclusions, but she's not intentionally rude for the sake of being rude. I think she's just new with people who aren't nobles, new with people who aren't constantly trying to lie and stab you in the back, new with people who aren't always looking out for themselves more than anyone else.
She did call you crazy to me.
Oh, I'm sure she did.
Yeah. Saying I was crazy because I was around you.
Unfortunately, her friends are the ones who are most gossipy around this town, so...
Yeah.
Your sheep are very loud.
They are very loud. We were talking about that earlier.
Yes.
We're hoping nothing comes in here and eats them.
Yes.
Oh,
That's
hold
why there's
on.
a sign out saying not to eat them.
Forgot. After I told Duke, or after I slapped Duke and attempted to leave, because I am willing to listen to reasonable people, and a few of the reasonable people asked me politely to leave.
Mm.
So I was willing to follow them. Duke continued to pursue and insult, so I shoved them away as I left. Now, that way I've told you the entire story, so Duke can't call me some sort of manipulative liar who only leaves out the bits that make them seem good or whatever. I don't know, I can't be bothered to think it through at the moment.
Mm. That's fair. I mean, you weren't invited to the party. You weren't told about it. How are you supposed to know that you weren't supposed to be there?
Exactly. I hadn't. It's not like I'd walked in and taken a seat. I'd stepped through the door, curious about what was happening. Especially because I walked in second. Ender opened the door, and everyone was like, "Oh, come in, come in." And I assume that I'm being referred to as well. As a group of two stood at your door, and no names were said. It was just, "Oh, come on in." So I also enter, stay near the doorway because I'm confused, and then all that happens.
Hear something?
Someone walked by. But yes.
What were you saying? You were saying something.
Was I can't remember. I'm so out of it.
That's fair. We had a very painful night in the woods.
I see.
Yes.
Lots and lots of skeletons.
Right. Look at what else.
I think there was like 10 arrows out of you, and I don't think that's an exaggeration.
It was not.
Yeah.
You were also a pincushion.
Would not be fun.
Mm. Do you recall who was all at the party?
Hal, Gray, Tawny, Teddy.
I think I saw Malcolm.
I didn't see Malcolm, but that doesn't mean he wasn't there. Ender was supposed to be there, but wasn't necessarily wasn't invited prior. I believe Miss Rosestone was likely meant to be there, but late.
Okay. I'm assuming this happened like pretty soon after you had met us in the woods.
Not terribly long after. No, me and Ender had a conversation or two in our house and gone upstairs and noticed that there were people, and then decided to investigate because to the surprise of many, seemingly, I do actually want to socialize.
So I'm assuming Lizette wasn't at the party?
No, Lizette wasn't there. Though I believe I know where Lizette was.
I think Lizette was invited.
I think we know where Lizette was as well.
Yes. It's still going on.
I don't know. I can't see over there. But isn't that bad?
Had a lot of carrots.
Oh, God, again.
In
Keep
that
your
sort of
carrots,
style.
please. I don't want them.
Anyway, I'm gonna go back to bridging.
Alright.
I found this out.
Yeah.
Unless...
I believe that answers our question, and I didn't see anyone really in the window either, so...
Guess it ended recently.
Yes.
Oh.
No carrots.
No carrots, no vampires, no eating sheep. Pretty
Yes.
good rules, I think.
Hello there.
Hi guys.
Hello.
Hey.
We have a new
We
rule.
have a chicken now.
Oh, nice.
Mm.
No carrots.
Yes. Carrots are
Got
banned.
it.
Then I
Ugh.
should,
Do you have carrots in your inventory? In your pockets? Oh, okay.
Oh boy.
Why do you have so many carrots on you?
How?
Hal.
How?
Oh,
It's how.
that makes sense.
I'll keep
all
showering people
how.
in carrots.
yes. And,
That was like my 5th time getting carrots shoved in my pockets.
yes.
So how's your guys' day been?
Fine.
Yeah, it's been alright. The day,
Did
at
you-
least.
Did you enjoy the party? Did you go?
Yeah, we ended up going in for a bit. I think we had missed all the action.
Excitement? Yeah.
Yeah, but I got some stew while I was there, so I'm happy.
What type?
Mushroom.
Mm.
Yeah, no worries.
Gross.
Hey Charlotte, didn't you say you were gonna teach me how to spar?
Yeah. Oh,
Mm.
yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, would you be up to do that while we still have some daylight?
Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can. Sure, okay.
Okay.
Would you mind if a third watches? Did you both forget how to speak, or?
I don't know.
I don't mind.
Wonderful.
Yeah, spectator could be nice. Let me know where I inevitably go wrong.
We ought not do this too far out of town.
No, I thought here was fine.
Yes, quite.
It's alright. I could come with you if you want.
Yeah, I'd like that.
Thanks for spectating, Haley.
Oh, no problem. Everything seemed like it went well, at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good bit of training.
That's good.
Here, you can have your shield back.
Oh, thank you.
I don't mean to steal.
I want to have a brief
think we had a whole
conversation
audience
with
up
you
there.
at some point, by the way, Charlotte, but perhaps later.
All right.
Hello.
One moment. Yes, Miss Rostone?
Hi.
Hi.
You said you wanted to speak to me.
Yes. Yes, come in. And perhaps take the skull off.
Oh, I prefer to keep it on. I have a pact with my roommates to wear the skulls. We're trying to be the house of intimidation. So.
I will ask again, if you don't mind, Miss Rosestone, because I would like to have a more serious conversation with you.
I do not wish to take it off right now.
Oh, okay then.
Are you sure you want to have a conversation in here? We can go out. take a nice stroll, get in some scenery.
No, I'm happy with here, if you're alright with that.
I mean, I'd prefer to be elsewhere, but if you insist, elsewhere.
No, if you would really rather be elsewhere, then I suppose we can go elsewhere.
I would rather be elsewhere. It's nothing against your house. I've been angsty all day. My nerves have been completely shot, and I don't really want to stay in one spot. I'm kind of all over the place. I apologize.
No, it's quite alright. Did something happen?
No, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
Yeah, just shaken up. I've been just loosely threatened and just stuff like that, so.
I see.
What do you want to say? What did you want me for?
Well, first and foremost, I apologize for entering your home. I can but only assume that we value privacy at different levels.
Yes, I believe so.
I do apologize for violating your privacy. I would simply like to explain myself. I promise what I'm about to say is not an attempt at an excuse or to make you see my way or something like that. I just want you to have the full story so that you understand why I did what I did. Not to try and change your opinion or anything, I assure you.
Okay.
I just want you to be aware of why.
Just keep in mind, I did promise to meet up with Tawny. And have a roommate talk, so I don't have too much time to spare. So, direct is the desired approach, if you will.
I, frankly, was worried about the safety of my roommate. Because as I'm not exactly sure if you're... Yes, and I'm not exactly sure if you're aware, but the night before, or the evening before, really, Duke and Tawny approached Ender and asked to have a brief conversation just outside of town.
Right, I recall,
Which is reasonable. I have no issues with that. Evidently, I allowed it to happen. I didn't mind. However, none of them returned until the next morning. In fact, Tawny and Ender didn't return until much later. So, I'm sure you can understand my concern. Hence why I was looking... I had a conversation with Duke prior to that, because I was concerned, because Duke had come back before the other two, and so I figured, well, I could have a conversation with Duke and ask, do you know where they are? You left with them, you know, did they mean to come back with you? Did they ask you to leave early? You know, just so I could so I could gauge what had happened, because obviously I assume you would have a similar sort of worry if one of your roommates said, oh, I'll be back in 5 minutes, and then it didn't return for almost 12 hours.
Yeah.
I was worried, so I asked Duke, and Duke gave a few vague answers, but enough for me to assume that nothing bad had happened, really. Mr. Rostone? Oh, there you are.
Sorry, I've been doing that all day. I've been just zoning out. I'm listening, I promise.
Oh, I believe you.
Just like I said, nerves shaking. Can we stay here for a moment?
Of course.
I think this is a splendid view.
Yes. So after more time had passed from that conversation, I got more worried and concerned, so I hence decided to see if I could find Tawny, and understanding that obviously the three of you live in the same building, I thought this feels like a concern. I'm worried for not only Ender's safety, but Tawny's safety, and I also was a bit worried for your safety, as you are also my friend.
Yeah.
So I deemed it a reasonable idea to go inside and look for Tawny. It's not like I was going to be doing anything. I would walk in, check around, and then walk out. And assuming Tawny wasn't in there, if Tawny was in there, I'd ask similar questions to what I asked Duke of, do you know where Ender is? Have you know, sort of what happened, if you don't mind me asking, is everyone alright, etc., etc. And so, yes, I figured I'd tell you that.
Well, I can understand your reasoning. I see where you're coming from with your concern, but I need you to never do that again.
Even if I truly believed that your life was in danger, and the only way to do it would be to go in there without your permission.
Yes. Privacy is the only thing I've ever come to truly have. Secrecy and privacy, and as you can probably tell, that's why I class it as such a tool, I guess, in terms of talking about others and their secrets and things like that. It's always, no matter what, I've always had my own privacy, and it's the only reliability I've had in a world where a single secret can just destroy you if told to the wrong person. I don't want my privacy breached, and I don't want my items breached, because even if I'm in danger, if I'm going to die anyway, or if something bad is going to happen to me, I want to at least have the security that nobody will do anything to the things I leave behind. It matters a lot to me.
Miss Rosestone?
Yes.
And I mean this with zero offense. And I mean it in the nicest way possible. I don't know what your life was like before Ravensmere, truly. We spoke about it very sparingly. And I don't know if you have people who care about you back home. But I can tell you, despite the fact I've known you for but a few weeks, and we've most certainly had our disputes, I care about you. And in the nicest way possible, I value you as a friend and your life more than any secret you could possibly hold. And if you being okay, unharmed in one way or another, meant I had to breach your privacy and learn some terrible dark secret about you, I'd do it in a heartbeat. Not because I want to know more, not because I want to know your secrets, but because I'd rather be burdened with knowledge you didn't want me to have than lose a friend because they were afraid of telling me.
I will only ever ask in our friendship that you show me
would have a clue
respect in that way.
Haley was thinking the same thing.
Hi.
Hi.
Apologies.
Oh, hi.
Hi. This is unbelievably awkward. Can somebody else say something? Oh my gosh.
Why do you have a skull on your
Private
head?
conversation, not important right now. Please continue what you were doing. Return later.
I have
All
a
right.
pact with my roommates to be the Skull House. It's like a little club thing.
Oh. Okay.
That's all.
All right. We'll be on our way then.
Okay. Be safe.
Ugh.
Hello.
Yes, hello.
What was I saying?
You were asking for respect, and I assure you, Miss Rowstone, I do respect you. I feel as though perhaps you should respect your own life a little more, though.
I don't know how to do that. However, I do know how it feels to be respected by those in your life, and how it feels to not be. And
I assure you, Miss Rowstone, I do respect you, even if I said some disrespectful things recently.
disrespectful and extremely hurtful. And it's not just that. Respect to me is respecting my space and the boundaries I lay down and my limitations. And that includes respecting the fact that I don't want you through my things, regardless of if you think that it's for the best. If you can't respect that, if you put your own preferences above mine in that aspect, then I don't see a friendship between us at all. It's too important to me.
Fine, alright, whatever. I promise I won't enter your house or look anything along those lines without your explicit permission again.
Well, I hope that you stick to that.
I will.
Is there anything else?
Yes, no, I would also like to apologize for the comment I made at Hal's party. I didn't, frankly, mean a word of it.
Yeah.
And I hope that's clear. I do respect you as a person. I believe you are actually rather intelligent, even if there are things that I feel as though I understand that you do not. I am more than certain there are many things that you understand that I do not. I couldn't tell anyone the first thing about fashion.
Yeah. Well, it's gonna take me a minute to move past it.
Which is reasonable.
It really shocked me. I almost got violent, which I know I shouldn't have over a comment, but it just hurt me.
You didn't, though, so it's fine.
Oh, but I was a second away from it.
It's a second is still
and
enough.
I find myself growing so much more tempted to violence as each day goes by.
I see.
So it is simply a observation that that was obviously a me issue, but it did push me to that point, which isn't your fault, but that's how much it affected me.
I would like you to know, once again, I don't mean this in a hurtful way, but some things you said hurt me as well.
What did I say that hurt you?
While I understand it more now, the tone with which you spoke to me about your privacy was rather aggressive, especially after Hal had already spoken to me. It felt unnecessary, aggressive. I thought we had made some good progress recently, and so to have you speak to me in that way and not really let me explain or reason or show my side of things was rather hurtful. And then at the party, when the idea of a mayor was brought up, I understand perhaps the comment I made initially was a bit rude, but to not be allowed to explain or go further or apologize because you and the other people there immediately verbally jumped me, essentially. It didn't allow me to speak more.
Mhm.
You all immediately just called me a negative, antisocial Nancy who doesn't like anyone, and I don't know anything or anyone. And you can understand why I got worked up.
Right.
I have an opinion, and I would like to be allowed to share it, and I understand it wasn't your intent to prevent me from that. It just very much felt that way. And you did a similar thing at the tower with Teddy and Lizette. I didn't walk in there aggressively. I didn't say anything aggressive. I didn't insult anyone. But from the moment I stepped in to the moment I walked out, you insulted me and refuted me and didn't let me speak. And it was... Well, by that point, I'd already frankly made the assumption that perhaps I'd done something to sour our relationship because of the way you'd spoken to me about your privacy and the immediate combativeness at the party, and then the tower just sort of sealed it. So I suppose I'd like to check.
Well,
Are we still friends? Did I do something? Because I'd like to apologize for it if so.
you know what you did.
Miss Rosestone, I sincerely don't.
You went into my house. You breached my privacy.
I meant other than
and
that.
then you made... I know. But that's what provoked it. Plus,
Alright.
people don't say nice things about you.
Oh,
It's very
trust
hard
me, I've
when
heard.
I'm trying to be nice to people, and I'm trying to get along with people in town, and then I'm seen with you, and it very quickly impacts everything that people view me for.
So, Miss Rosestone, why is that an issue with me and not the fact that those people were so quick to judge you for speaking with me? Is that not a...
I suppose it's not your problem, and it's not your fault. However, you do come across the way that they say. They aren't incorrect in what they say about you. And I'm sorry if that hurts your feelings more.
I don't even know what they say about me. The only thing I've heard is that apparently I tell people to snort books and I've accused people of murder, two things I haven't done.
Well, I don't have enough time to stick and fully delve into every single rumor I've heard of you. It would take quite a long time, especially since not all of them hold any true weight anyway on my view of you. However, I will apologize. I didn't think my little confrontation would really hurt the feelings of the big bad monster hunter.
Miss Rosestone, that sounded rather condescending.
Oh? Did it?
Miss Rosestone, what have I done to you to deserve this? I understand I breached your privacy, I said some rude things, but I really sincerely want to make up for it. I want to be a friend of yours.
I don't think we can make up for it.
Why?
Why
are you not willing to let that happen?
Because you, as far as I'm aware, are the exact reason that the townfolk are a little bit too panicked about vampires, and
I'm sincerely not.
the reason that Rabbit was so aggressive.
And I have told...
I'm sure you can...
I have talked to Rabbit about that and told him he was too aggressive.
I'm sure you did. But I'm sure, as you can assume by my position with this, I don't really appreciate that. And whether it was intentional or not, the effect is the effect. Just as how I never intended to hurt your feelings, you never intended to hurt mine, but the effect is the effect.
Miss Rosestone,
perhaps we can be friends.
Would you like to know why the town is so panicked about vampires? Because I assure you, I've told Rabbit, and earlier today I asked Malcolm about it, but he already knew about them, so I didn't tell him anything. And when I say he already knew...
I don't care.
That's what I mean then. You're not willing to listen. You're not willing to try. I want to be your friend and make up for whatever I've done, and yet you just said that one of the biggest reasons for why you're not
Because I
willing to try
believe
that.
we
You
are on
don't-
opposite sides here.
We are not, Miss Rosestone. Vampire, human, they're not opposites. It doesn't matter.
Well, what I guess as a monster hunter would make a vampire go from a vampire to something to be hunted.
Unwillingly turning someone, murdering someone in cold blood for no good reason. And I don't just mean committing a murder. There is a distinct difference for that. I understand. I have met many nobles who have committed murders, some for good, some for bad. It requires a distinct judgment call from someone's end. No one murder is good nor bad. And whether you believe whether you've
Right.
done something or not is bad or good, that doesn't matter. There are many people who believe they've done bad things who truly haven't, and many people who believe they've done nothing but good in the world and have done nothing but bad.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
When I say I'm a monster hunter, I don't mean I run around with wooden stakes killing
I
vampires.
know what you mean. You don't need to elaborate further. I asked the initial question, not for the documentary on it. Anyway, I don't need a novel in response. What I'm saying is the fact that I fully believe that with actions that I've done, both here and outside of here, you would have no interest in truly being my friend.
How do you know that?
If you only knew.
Then tell
Because
me.
you just described it.
How about, tell me. Tell me, and I assure you I won't hunt you. I'll break my code.
Okay. I killed a girl. An innocent younger thing. Simply because I was jealous. And to hurt somebody else.
Why were you jealous?
She replaced me with the girl that I cared for. So I killed her to hurt that girl. I took an innocent life,
Define
and I don't
replace.
regret it. Well, I was shunned, and I had to leave. They kicked me out because it wasn't good to have a woman like me close with a woman like that when I could tempt her, if you know what I mean.
Miss Rosestone, would you like to know what my opinion of it is?
No.
What you've done?
Let me finish what I'm saying.
Go for it, then.
I left, and I came back. And not only had she taken my position as the fashion designer there, not only was she getting privileges I couldn't get, but she was also doing the exact same things that I did with her that got me shunned. So, I killed her. And I would do it again. Over and over. For the same effect. Just so I can hear her cry one more time.
Well, Miss Rosestone, would you like to know if I think you a monster or not?
Go for it.
You're not. What you did sounds more than reasonable. Perhaps I'm a spiteful person, but you were mistreated, kicked out of a place, you were lost of a job, and replaced for no good reason. The person who replaced you was doing everything you were doing. You were targeted for some reason or another. And
what about trying to kill somebody here? Somebody innocent?
Depends on the reason. You called that girl innocent, and yet I disagree.
They didn't do what I wanted them to.
In what way? What did you want them to do?
What do you think I wanted them to do?
Be turned?
Perhaps.
You said you attacked them. I don't think you're a monster for it. I think you made a mistake. Yes, I think you did a bad thing, sure, but you're not a monster.
Are you sure?
Yes. And I knew the moment I saw you in that skull and you wouldn't take it off that you'd already been stage 2. You weren't exactly subtle about it, Miss Rosestone.
I wasn't trying to be.
I figured.
I don't fully care who knows and who doesn't.
It's fair. Like I said to you, we don't need to be opposites or on the opposite side. You're not a monster.
And if I had successfully turned that person against their will, would this
Then
still be
you'd
the
be
case?
a monster.
What if I did it to somebody else?
Did you? Miss Rosestone, Me and you both know that's not an answer, and I know which one you are. I can see you've frozen.
Begin.
Let us
Hold on,
talk
though.
about it. You're
No,
my friend. I want to be your
I'm not.
friend, alright? That was rude of me. I'm sorry.
I assumed you wanted me down.
No, I'm in
Oh.
a poor mood. My apologies.
Is the beacon able to be taken?
If it is or isn't, I don't particularly care. I'd prefer you didn't. We're not weakened, so what does it matter? It's neutral. Vampires aren't bad people. Not naturally. Vampire doesn't make you a bad person. It's the choices you make.
Did they get to you?
If they'd got to me, you'd know.
Okay.
No, they haven't got to me. I'm just beginning to really wish I'd listened to someone before I came here. You know, I knew about this place. I knew about all its faults. I knew the fact there were dangers here. And yet I still decided to walk through it nonetheless. I still made the choice, the decision that no, I can make it. I'll be fine. It's a 5-minute walk. I'll rest for a night if I must. What harm could possibly befall me? Sometimes I'm reminded.
How would you know that?
How would I know what?
How would you know that we'd be trapped here? I mean,
Oh, I wouldn't have known that, but I was told not to come through. I was told it was dangerous. I was told by someone I know I should trust that it'd be a terrible idea to come through here, and yet here I am. Reminds me of the fact that sometimes I am still that naive child. First spoke to. What's your last name? I don't believe I ever caught it.
my last name is Smith.
Mr. Smith, where do you come from? Who are you and what do you do? What's your story? I want to know. In exchange, I'll tell you anything that I haven't told you of mine.
Well, I come from just a random village. Doesn't really have a name. Just people live there.
I see.
I come from a large family. One of the middle children, I assume. That's what people call them.
I see.
My father would take me out hunting, butcher animals. When I came to the right of age, I took up work in his butcher shop, where I lived till I was 18.
Right.
Until I was kicked out, and now I travel for work.
Might I ask why you were kicked out? Just an age thing?
No, the townspeople were scared of me.
For what reason?
I'm not sure.
Not sure you know, or not sure you should tell me?
A bit of both. They didn't really see me as a human.
I see.
Thought I was just an animal.
So that comment by Miss Rowstone got to you so much, doesn't it? Reminded you.
Yeah. And so I was kicked out because I scared the village, and so I left. No choice of my own, but
I see.
are you trying to get flint for flint and steel?
Yes.
Here.
Thank you. Mr. Smith, how did you cope with that?
How did I cope with that?
Yes.
Well, I'm a hunter. I mainly just take it out on the prey I hunt.
I see.
Not very good coping mechanism, but it's what I have.
It's something, I suppose. Mr. Smith.
Hmm?
Have you ever killed a person before? A human, vampire, werewolf, doesn't matter.
Would that affect anything?
No, not necessarily. I can't be bothered to think it through right now.
I haven't really admitted it to anyone, but I have.
How did you justify it to yourself?
I don't think I ever did justify it for myself.
See. Then why did you kill someone, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, it was right after my father had kicked me out. I was traveling over next town. It was a blizzard out, so I went to the nearest pub to get warm, get a drink,
Yes.
all that. After a few, this assumingly nobleman came up to me and started agitating me, berating me, just drunken rambles. And he wanted to fight me out in the street, and I took up that offer. We went out to the alley, he pulled a knife on me, and I did what I needed to.
I suppose you don't really need to reason it. All the reason is in there.
Yeah.
Mr. Smith, I want to leave this place.
I think everyone does.
Mr. Smith, I want to leave this place by any means necessary. And I believe I'm starting to figure out a means.
What do you suggest?
So much murder.
The vampire type?
Not exactly sure. Perhaps
Or
to start
anyone
with,
that stands in the way?
depends on who stands in the way and why. I believe I'm ready to do bad things to leave this place.
I don't think you're the first one.
Oh, I'm aware I'm not the first one. No, frankly, I'm beginning to wonder what the point is in being some sort of paragon of virtue if no one else follows that. No one else is willing to do it. It doesn't make me some sort of better person. It just makes me easier to kill. I won't break my moral code and just start killing everyone for fun, but I believe I know who I want to take out at this point. believe I know where to start, and I believe I have some good ideas on how to make it work. For that, I'm going to need to go to a lot of tombs. Do you recall where they are? There's one near here.
Yes, I do.
Just over there. Perhaps I'm making too
Sorry,
many...
I was away for a second.
It's fine. Perhaps I'm making too many assumptions, but...
Plenty of people have made assumptions about you.
Oh, I'm sure they have. I believe the assumptions I'm going to make, whilst have little evidence, at least if they're wrong, there won't be any major impact until the last one. By the time that happens, hopefully it won't be an assumption anymore.
I think at this point it's justified. Just fighting back.
Let us continue through the maples and visit there. From there, the quarry. From there, southwestish to the cathedral. Visit the tomb that's near there, not necessarily the cathedral itself.
Yeah, I've been kind of avoiding it.
From there, go to the one in the dark oak. Then, the one nearest to the windmill. Well, that might be the same location. There, town and the tower. Perhaps the one near town. I believe I'm going to follow a route similar to this almost every day, if I must, until I can prove or disprove my theories, my assumptions.
I'll accompany you I'll accompany you when I can.
You mustn't. Well, not mustn't. You don't have to. You're allowed to if you want, but you shouldn't just because you don't want me to be alone.
Well, it's better than staying in cat town and being fed off of.
Fed off of?
Well, metaphorical, but not so much so.
I see.
We're just sitting cattle in there.
I suppose that's true.
Was there anything?
Weather falling.
Did we go the right way?
I believe so, yes. The quarry should be near here.
Okay. Oh, yes.
Yes. I believe I'm going to need a lot more silver as well.
There's lots in there.
That there is. Tomb first. It'll take longer for to mine the silver than it will for them to grab one book.
Mm-hmm. The tomb's this way.
Ah. Shoulder barge.
I've gained that one recently.
I need to mine.
With the directions you said, we would be missing one.
What should we be missing?
The one in between the mountain ranges.
Ah, well then we'll need to hit that one, wherever it is.
It's the opposite direction of here.
I see.
This is the quarry. Silver, yes. I'll help you collect some.
Thank you.
I've gotten 14 so far.
11.
28.
$26.
Alright.
Thank you. I think the trees around here are suitable to make charcoal out of.
Maybe. I mean, they're pretty dead. Which is good.
They ought to be.